Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Sissy Stitches. I hope everyone had a very nice Thanksgiving holiday with lots of good food and fun times with friends and family. I know we did. So I just wanted to catch up with you and show you what I've been working on these last couple of weeks. We took a short vacation right before Thanksgiving. We took a cruise with our two oldest grandsons for 4 nights out of Galveston, which was a lot of fun. They had a great time. We had a good time. It was great weather. Couldn't have asked for a better time. So anyway, since we were gone, that kind of limited my quilting time and crafting time, but I still got in plenty of time to work on some crafty stuff. So the first thing that I have to show you this week is a fully finished quilt. So I'd started this, I think I showed you the fabric for this in the first video, but anyway, I was working on putting it together in the last video and I completely finished it, took it to the Longarm studio, and I used this Atlantis cobblestone backing for the back and the binding, and then I don't know if you can see this cute little kind of daisy pattern with loops is what I used to quilt it. So the fabrics on the front that I used were a K-Facet jelly roll. I forget exactly what collection it was, but it was 40 jelly roll strips and then just some neutral background. And this quilt pattern is called the Madeline quilt pattern. And I'll insert a picture here of the fully finished quilt so you can see the full completed quilt, and a few clips from the quilting studio that I use in Cedar Park. It's called Over the Top Quilting, and they sell long arms, and they also rent them by the hour, which is what I do. So I don't have room to put a long arm in my house, and it's, I don't want that investment. I just would prefer to go rent theirs. So they're super helpful, and even if it's been a while since I've been, I always forget something. So it's always nice to have somebody on standby to help you out with any last minute things that come up. So I'll insert those clips here and you can see the long arm machine at work. All right, and here we are at the quilting studio, coming in. Over the Top Quilting Studio. All right, the next thing I have to show you is, well, it started out as haul, so I'll show you what's left of the haul. This cute little stack of fabric to make a baby quilt, and this is the backing. They're doing a Western theme for the baby's room, so all sorts of fun little Western themes. And as part of the packaging, they sent me this really cute little sticker that says, "Quilters Gonna Quilt." Isn't that cute? I'll probably put that on my water bottle. But anyway, I thought that was a little fun extra in there. And this fabric that I searched for and found actually came with a couple of different free patterns. And I decided to kind of make my own pattern out of what they had designed. So I'll put in a link to their 2 free patterns in case anybody's looking to make a Western style baby quilt. But here is a little peek at what I made. So it's got a couple of borders, and then it's got these, I can't see, it's got these little squares. So I ended up doing all of the star squares with the little border print fussy cut into the center. And I did a 4x5 block center and then added the borders exactly as the pattern called for. And I will put in a full-size picture of the quilt laying out. I still need to take it to the Longarm quilting studio and get it quilted and bind the edges and get it fully finished. But I had to hurry up and get that done because we have a baby shower coming up in January where I need to be able to deliver that. So I worked on that. I guess actually the fabric was waiting for me when we got back from our trip. So I started this right before Thanksgiving and I just finished putting all the pieces together today, Monday. So yeah, it went together pretty quick. The longest part was, of course, making all of these little hourglass blocks here. But they're so cute. These are 3.5-inch squares, and it makes a 9.5-inch unfinished block. So it's a lot of little piecing. But I think the overall effect, the way the quilt came out, made it worth all of the tiny little pieces that I had to work on putting together. So as the only other thing I did quilting wise over the past couple of weeks was my daughter finished her quilt. She did the Melody Miller Stay Gold quilt kit by Ruby Star Society, and I think she's had the kit for over a year. They're out. I can't find any more online anywhere, but anyway, she took it to the Longarm quilting studio and had them do the quilting for her. And I did the binding on it. So I stitched the binding on the front and then I hand sewed it on the back for her. And so I'll see if I can't get a picture of her quilt that's finished and put it in right here. But it turned out beautiful. It fits her queen size bed and it's just so pretty. So that was really the only other quiltiness I got up to. One other previous crafty finish I have is my crocheted cardigan, which this is the Magnus cardigan that I made and finished last year, and I'll put in a full video or picture of it here so you can see, but it's all double crochet and then single crochet with some chains to make this square pattern. It's really, it's a really easy pattern to make if you're just starting in with crochet. It's, I would say it's beginner friendly. The only thing that might be a little challenging is doing the seams, but you have 2 sleeves and then the front and the back of the cardigan are worked together. And then to do this band or accent around right here, they have very good instructions in the pattern. It's a free pattern on Lion Brand yarn website that I got last year. And yeah, it was super cool. And it's very warm. So it finally got cool enough in Texas to wear this. So I finally got to wear it on Thanksgiving Day because, of course, the day before Thanksgiving was in the 80s. So it was way too warm to be wearing it. But it got in the 50s on Thanksgiving Day. So we were all able to wear some warmer clothes. So anyway, it's a little warm in here. But so the next thing I had to show you was cross stitch. So this is the cross stitch piece that I've been working on for the last month or two, maybe just the last month. It's called Pernice Manor by Teresa Kogut. And sorry for the glare. There you go. So I took this with us on our cruise because it was small enough to carry. And I've made it all the way down to the bottom edge down there. Started putting in two partial flowers of the bottom border. I worked on filling in some of the house and working on the border going across underneath the house. Wasn't a whole lot of time for stitching on the cruise with two young boys, but there was some free time when they were away at their kids club. So I got a little bit of stitching done, and so this is mainly my travel project, so doesn't get a whole lot of work done on it when I'm home and just busy sewing and quilting. So that's it for the craft things that I've been working on. I do finally have everything that I need to get started on my Sawtooth Star quilt along. So I will record the first installment of that later this week and get that posted for you guys. I didn't want to try to include it all in this one to make it easier to find, but in the last video I did post the cutting instructions. I will repeat all of that in the first installment of the quilt along video. And I did get some comments from people wanting to see the double wedding ring quilt and how I make mine using the 4-patch center and then sewing the scraps together to make the melons with a 4-patch. So once I do the Sawtooth Star quilt, then I will work on the double wedding ring quilt along and maybe try to get that one done sometime in January. So we've got some travel coming up, so we'll see how much I can actually get done, and with the holidays, how much time I actually have. But I'll post them and let you know when, as far as I can get on them. But Sawtooth Star is coming up first. So anyway, that's all I had for my update this week. Hope everyone is getting in the holiday spirit and having some good fun and family time and lots of crafty time, as much as you can fit in, which I know for me isn't much right now. But anyway, I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.